Hi, I'm Gene from eLearning, and today's topic is Automating Attendance, from Collaborate to the Grade Center. Here is an outline of the workflow described in this session. Your students participate in recurring Blackboard Collaborate sessions. Meanwhile, Collaborate tracks: are they late? Are they absent? And if they are present, how long are they present? Blackboard Learn's attendance module scores attendance for each day, where 0 means absent and 100 means fully present. Finally, the attendance scores get passed to a Grade Center column where they can stand alone, be combined in a category such as participation, or stand as purely informational. We start by first enabling the attendance tool in Blackboard. You do this by clicking Attendance under Course Tools in your course menu. Please be aware, by enabling attendance, it is, by default, considered part of the student's total grade and worth 100 points. Unless you choose otherwise, it will display in the Grade Center and the student's MyGrades as a semester-long average. Next, click on Web Conferencing in your course menu. This will open the Blackboard Collaborate landing page. The attendance feature only works with graded sessions, so you won't be using the course room. I'm going to click on the option menu to the right of the course room and select Locked Room. Now I will create a session. In this case, I'm going to create a repeat session since in my example the class meets twice a week and I don't want to have to configure the session or the attendance integration more than once. There are 3 tabs to complete. On the Event Details tab, give the session a name, optionally permit guest access, and specify a start and end time for the session. You cannot have an open session and one with no end time. Click Repeat Sessions. In this case, I will specify that the event ends after 20 occurrences. I can also change the number of minutes during which the student can enter the session early. I will accept the default of 15 minutes. You also have the option of providing a description of the session. When you complete this tab, you can click Create before moving on to the next tab. The second tab is Session Settings. I will accept all the defaults in this tab. You may want to review them, especially those under Participant Permissions, which you may increase as you get to know your class better. The third tab, Attendance Reporting, is the key to our integration with Blackboard Learn. Be sure to check Share Attendance Information with LMS. Also set the criteria for how many minutes before a student is considered late or absent, and what % of the running time they must remain before they are considered absent. Click Save and you are done configuring your synchronous sessions. As a test, I'm going to start the first synchronous session of the semester. I have 2 demonstration students. One is going to enter the class on time, the other will be more than 5 minutes late. Now that our first session is over, let's go to Blackboard Learn and launch the attendance tool from the course tools. Notice the difference between the 2 students. One is marked present while the other is marked late. Next, let's visit the Grade Center. See how the 2 students have a different grade. The grade is based on 100 points and changes throughout the semester as the student's cumulative score in the attendance tool changes. 100 points for attendance may seem like a lot, but it doesn't matter if you are using a weighted total to calculate your student's final grade. The next 2 slides show how the second student's grade improves as she attends the entire next 2 sessions. In this video, we showed how to configure a recurring Blackboard Collaborate session so that it would track the attendance of students participating in a synchronous class session, to configure the session to reflect your preferences regarding absenteeism and tardiness. The Blackboard Collaborate session integrates with the Blackboard Attendance tool, and the Attendance tool integrates with the Grade Center. I hope you found this video useful and will consider using this method, especially if you have large classes and consider attendance an important part of your class records and/or grading. If you have any questions, please choose the appropriate resource from the screen above.